Hello all, and welcome back to some more ASIAS. Today, my computer has been acting slightly weird, and I hope this recording will not get messed up. And I also hope that we're going to finally finish this game. Not because I want it to finally be over, god, it's so terrible. No, I've actually been really enjoying my time with this so far. It's an incredibly interesting game. Or, if not a game, you might want to call it a very interesting exploratory experience. What was I going to say? Oh, because I also want to move on to playing other games. As much as I like this, I want to move on. I don't want to be playing too many games at once, you know? Yuto enters the fast food restaurant and looks for General. Oh yeah, that guy that took us here. A number of other people are waiting in line for food. Workers shuffle between filling drinks, bagging food, and taking orders. General looks over at Yuto. Hey, you're here. Good. Yuto walks over to General. You know, you ought to try the fries here. General eats a fry. Casually. Anyways, straight to the point. Right, what do you need me to do? I want you to finish these french fries. I work for an immigration rights organization. Okay. Right now, there are some smaller, less popular restaurants struggling. Some more popular chefs are copying their ideas and running the smaller places out of business. Some complaints towards the restaurants are unfair, possibly biased. And I've heard that some potential restaurateurs are having trouble getting business loans. How do you know this is true? Do you have data? Do you have data? If you're talking numbers, well, sort of, but a lot of this is word of mouth. Sometimes you need to trust someone at face value, you know. Not usually smart, but hey, hey, I never said you were lying, and... Anyways, the League of Innovators, they are Chicago's ruling party. I know, awful name, but they are bigger absurdities than that. But there are bigger absurdities than that. Ahaha! If we can convince them to change their policies, maybe you can fix some of these problems with the restaurateurs. Me alone? Well, yeah, I mean, I've got a number of other things you could do too, but that seems easy enough. How do we convince the government? Sounds hard. And I mean, how long will it take? I don't think I had days to spare. The apathy's already setting in for you two. I can relate. Don't worry, anyone can bargain with the innovators. It goes fast nowadays. Doing this requires two things, trust and a policy. Talk to enough people, gain their trust, then get them to believe in your policy. Then see if the innovators will pass the policy. A debate, basically. Know what you want to change, have a policy to get you there, and have some people's testimonies to back you up. This sounds like it will take at least an hour or two. Hopefully not. Well, okay. Just don't waste the innovators' time. The worst penalties are for reducing their productivity. What's the punishment? Don't worry about it. Just do a good job. Besides, you have no choice. I would focus on finding a policy first, then gain someone's trust. Just one person's trust? Should be fine. Aim for a leader or a business owner, not a random guy off the street, someone related to the policy. For a policy, maybe seek out the mayor of Chinatown. I'm sure she has a few ideas. Okay. Well, come on. You don't have all the time in the world, right? No, it's just... Do you think there's anyone here who pardon me, allergies, who knew my father? I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I can ask around. Don't get your hopes up, though. My Earth's a big place, too. I've got some other people to meet with. Come back here when you've talked to the mayor. I forgot the controls. Can't... Oh, wait. Oh, my fingers are in the wrong position. For some reason, I have a habit of doing that. I have to admit, none of that sounded too interesting to accomplish, but I'm sure this game will throw me a bone here or there. Throw us some twists and or turns, which in this dark alleyway here. An invisible wall. Like I said, this game is Very interesting. Blocking me off when I thought I could go into the alley and talk to somebody. What does that stand for? The Innovators? A sign says, the Innovators Campus. The Innovators Campus is this way. I don't need to go there, though. You could, if you wanted to, I'm sure. Bonk. Bonk. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. You know, before, I think all the way back into part 1, I was mentioning how this game reminded me a lot of Shin Megami Tensei. This just reaffirms that theory, that thought. Whoa. Can I go off the beaten path? Not necessarily. This isn't the right way to Chinatown. Better go back. Oh, come on! Fine. Like, even this, like, overworld music sounds like it could be an SMT song. There's no way the guy that made this, I believe his name is Sean, there's no way that he was not inspired at least a little bit by Shin Megami Tensei. There's no way. Oh, what? Chicago. Is that residential complex? A? I mean, if it starts to rain, I can go into that little cupboard, but I can seek shelter there, but beyond that, there's nothing here? Is there really nothing here? I'm sure this place will hold some significance in the future, but just not now. Okay. What this? See, I wish it could tell me what it is, like on the top right there. Like, you're about to go here. Ooh. Oh, wrong button. Okay, something to do. Somebody to see, to talk to. Hi, excuse me, do you know how to get to Chinatown? I could use some direction. You can walk down the tunnel till you get to Chinatown. Aren't there trains? What? This tunnel hasn't had trains in years. Some company owns all these tunnels and charges the government for maintenance. What? How do people get to work? Huh? Don't you work at a company in a company dorm? Only a few people commute nowadays. Interesting. These poor folk are being seriously oppressed. Repressed, suppressed by the government. Man, this music, again, some serious SMT vibes. Can I buy a muscle drink here? No interaction button prompts. Ooh. And I was saying all this, the whole SMT thing. I was saying this before Kotaku wrote that article saying, this is so much like SMT, the atmosphere. And they're right. Totally is. Music? This is important. This must be important. Hi, I'm looking for the mayor's office. Do you know where it is? 1 second. I think... Let me look it up. The person looks at her phone for a while. Oh, duh, right. It's that big building right across the main bridge. Thanks for your help. Yes. Oh, no. Let's pause for a second and smell the flowers. Smell that oppressive open air. Okay, enough of that. How do you do? Excuse me, but why is Chinatown underground? Oh, are you visiting Chicago for the first time? Chinatown is still above ground, but that's essentially a tourist trap now. Nowadays, most people live and work down here. What happened? What's wrong with the surface? Everyone got priced out, or priced down. People stopped using the subway for work, and that opened up all this underground land for development. Oh, well, that's quite the story. The man laughs. Ho ho ho, that's right. Real world we live in. That's life. We just gotta deal with it. Can't complain, or they will oppress us further. They are always watching, always watching. Put a smile on your face, or they will get you. Yuto asks the mayor's secretary for an appointment through the door. The mayor is just about to head out for lunch, but has a few minutes to see Yuto. Yuto enters the mayor's office. The mayor smiles at Yuto. Well, hello there, she says. Hi, I'm Yuto. I was, wondering if you had any ideas about restaurant-related policies to give to the innovators. Oh, well... Oh, pardon me, I skipped the well, the innovators are quite set into their ideas. Might be a tough one. Yes, but I thought you might have a suggestion. Well, here's a small idea. It's hard for small restaurant owners to get a foothold in the neighborhood. They keep going out of business. Right, but you can actually solve that. Can you actually solve that? That's just competition. While they may not be popular, they do have their share of regular customers. They're community meeting places. But the innovators only give boy howdy, fuck you, my allergies. Give subsidies for slow down. Give subsidies for innovators for innovative ideas, usually gimmicks related to surface or the food style. I am so sorry. So when it comes time to make rent, these restaurants aren't as popular, and the government sees no reason to keep them alive. Food reviewers are usually tourists, and they avoid local, less flashy places, or they go, or they do go and leave bad reviews. Review algorithms then make it harder to discover these restaurants. Pretty bad cycle. That sounds rough. Well, I suggest a tax for higher earning restaurants that is redistributed as subsidies for struggling businesses. Okay, yeah, sounds nice. I am so sorry. Smack myself. Redistributing social capital would help too. Big restaurants could be required to advertise smaller ones. Not sure how the details would work, but usually big restaurants just take smaller restaurants as ideas. Usually big restaurants take smaller restaurants as ideas. A way to give back would be nice. I can't imagine they would go for that. Isn't that just a tax raise? Well, that's where you think about the phrasing and finding support from others. I see. Thanks. I'll think about this. Bye now. Yuto leaves the mayor's office, considering taking some Benadryl. Because my golly gosh, I am so sorry. My allergies are never usually this terrible. Oh, shit. Okay, so I guess we have to phrase the tax raise. And the way that doesn't make it sound like a tax raise. I'm no politician, for better or for worse. I would likely be no good at negotiating something like that. Right now I have no ideas. mean, just outside straight up lying to them. I can't think of a way to phrase tax raise in a positive light. Can we go down here? No, we cannot. Can we jump up? Sequence break! Okay, guys. It's not... I mean, there are only so many places to explore, right? Okay. When did, General say that I could come back to him and talk with him about, you know, the thing? Did he tell me to come back when I got, you know, a policy, or did he tell me to come back only until I did the ditty with the innovators? I'm not sure. Okay, after all that, I'm heading back to the General to see if he can tell me something new. What do you got for me? Oh! Something new! Yes! Something new! Finally! I have a policy! What is it? Yuto explains the idea to General. You have to be careful when pitching to the innovators, but you should be able to get some trust now. Alright. Get people to support your policy. I mean, look at who is most vulnerable to what is going on right now, and talk to them. My apartment in the Argyle Station area is close to a bunch of immigrant-owned restaurants. I'm sure they'd love to talk to the innovators. So why not go and see what it is you can help them say. If this is so easy, why don't you do it? I'm pretty busy, Yuto. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yuto pauses. General, about my father. Did you find anything? Well, I didn't want to distract you right away. What? Your father was popular around here. Chicago. What? Why didn't you tell me earlier? Who can I talk to learn more? Well, focus on your tasks. Don't have time to go interviewing. But just tell me where he worked or something. Yuto, you probably don't have much time left. You look, I knew your father. I don't know if this is coincidence. Hurry up and do your task, and I can tell you more. Well, enough. Get going. Leave the city and take the Lakeshore path north to Argyle Station area. Come back here after. It seems there might be an underlying agenda to the General having us do this instead of him doing it. Just saying, well, I'm busy, seems like a very poor excuse. I mean, I only have so much time left. I'm also rather busy. Given enough time in this mental space, who knows what might happen to me? I mean, if my father dies, apparently I die with him? Apparently that's how this works? Oh, no. Where's the Lakeshore area? Alright, hello Lakeshore area. Nice. Alright. Ooh. More wonderful music. Excuse me. How wonderful. I feel so whimsical and free and completely at ease. I'm sure any second now this game will subvert that feeling. No, still so far so good. I'm liking the music. What's it say? Asia on Argyle. Oh, okay. buttons? C, right. Let's not get too hasty. Whenever I can, I probably must save. That is an invisible wall, well. Can I go down here? No. Okay. This is blocked off as well. Okay. Gee, I wonder where... Oh, there's actually 2 areas that I can go into. I underestimated this game. Yuto steps inside the restaurant. It's empty, but the lights are on. Hello? Anyone there? Maybe I'll come back later. Maybe I'll come back after I go into this second area. Yuto walks into faux heaven. He finds the restaurant's manager, a clean-shaven Taiwanese man in his 30s. He looks up from his computer. Hi, I want to propose an idea to you. If it's a business offer, forget it. I'm busy. Everybody is so goddamn busy in Chinatown, or rather in Chicago. I came to talk about what is wrong with me today? I came to talk about a possible policy. Like a law, right? Yeah, kinda. The manager looks back to his computer, typing. Yes, I wanted to know if I had your support for a policy that would help out struggling restaurants. The manager squints at Yuto. Hey man, wait a minute. Does this look like a struggling restaurant to you? This is the first faux heaven store in Chicago. Haven't you heard of this chain? There's like 30 restaurants in Chicagoland already. Well, Christ, not everyone's heard of every restaurant. Fine, fine. Tell me about your policy. The first part relates to taxes, a progressive tax that creates a pool of funds for smaller restaurants. The second part relates to marketing. The law would require the best restaurants around Chicago to promote... Okay, I'm talking too fast. To promote Chicago to... Okay, I blew my nose. Hopefully that will help. The second part relates to marketing. The law would require the best restaurants around Chicago to promote smaller restaurants. The manager crosses his arms. So you're asking me to give handouts to crappy restaurants. Oh, he found me out. God damn it. That's exactly what I'm doing. Damn, kid. You know I immigrated here from Taiwan. I worked my way up to this chain of restaurants. I don't need any grants. I saw that pho was getting huge, and I went all in. Go tell your little restaurant owners to get better. Get good. Well, I mean, maybe, but damn, can't you just sign it? Nope. Sorry. No can do. Good luck with your policy. Yuto left faux heaven. So much for that. I wonder if there's someone else I could talk to. Perhaps over here. We only have so many options. Maybe my heart's not in it. Here we go again. Yuto enters Dulcet 777, a Korean restaurant. Yuto approaches a woman standing behind the counter. Hi, excuse me? Are you Dulcet 777's owner? Oh, hi there. Yes, I am the owner. Well, I want to talk about a policy I was interested in passing, but first, I was wondering, how is business doing? Business has never been good. I think it might be the decor location. I'm not sure. It's the lunch buffet right now, but no one seems to be coming. I'm going to all these restaurants. I'm getting really hungry. It does look sort of old in here. Have you tried some kind of advertising? I don't have the money. Yeah, business is tough. How long have you been open? Just a year. Not sure how much longer. Why'd you choose such a hard industry? My parents ran a restaurant while I grew up. I chose to start working in the business in that business instead of going to college. I always cooked Korean food growing up. Eventually, I managed to get a loan from my own place, and it seemed like an okay option. I see. So the policy. Well, it's meant to level the playing field for restaurants. The idea is to implement a tax on higher-earning restaurants that comes back as grants for low-income restaurants. And to make those restaurants do some advertising for smaller restaurants. Well, that sounds good to me. I have a lot of friends, too, who would be interested in it. Oh, cool! That's good! Would it really pass? I heard those guys in the government are picky, like you can even be arrested for bad proposals. Really? Right, I heard about that. I don't know yet. but I guess if you could sign here, I'll let the innovators know about your support when I go to propose the policy. The owner signs Yuto's papers. Good luck with all that. Thanks. I'll try. I hope things pick up for you. Yuto leaves the restaurant smiling slightly. So long as nobody here gets in Yuto's way, they'll stay living. They will live to business another day. Can I go down here? Oh. No, I don't think I can. I cannot. Creep on past the Innovators campus. And what do you got for me? Well, I got one owner support, just one, who said she might have to close the restaurant soon, and she said a bunch of friends would like it. Another guy just flat out said no because he's a dick, because his restaurant chain was doing really well. Doesn't surprise me, some people only care about what concerns them. To an extent, this policy doesn't make sense. I mean, yeah. like how it would pass, it seems like a handout. But something about looking at that owner, it was weird. We're both Asian, but she has it so hard, you know. That is sort of true. It isn't fair, is it? Well, maybe we can talk more later. Go to the innovators and pitch that policy. Just really rehearse what you'll say. Be careful not to provoke them. Try framing it as increasing their beloved productivity. Okay. So my father is really not here, huh? Yes, he's gone. But he would have done a great job proposing a policy. You know, he did this for a living, organizing people, proposing new policies. He did? In Chicago? You knew him? Funny that it's the same city you've worked in, huh? Would he have done the same stuff in my world? That's very possible. You need to tell me more! Why'd he start doing this stuff? I thought he was always irresponsible. And how did you even find me? Well, actually, we found the general, kind of. I'm just worried the policy won't work out. And it'll be too late to... Yuto, I'll tell you more later. I promise. You need to focus. You want to leave, right? Come on now. That restaurant owner needs your help. Now go!